Hi all, good morning. So welcome to this demo session on Tableau. So we have Akash, who will be the Tableau trainer. So he will give us a demo session. And please make the session interactive. You have means feel free and ask questions, and then accordingly from tomorrow means you have any question related to the course details or the syllabus, you can ask Akash. Okay. So Akash, you there in the call?
Hi everybody.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, Akash, you can start now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So hi everybody. I hope everybody is doing great and good morning from my side. Uh, so let me share my screen and let me know once you see my screen available. Okay,
Yeah, it's visible.
okay, thank you. So I welcome you all on the Tableau demo session. And um, so the agenda for today's meeting is basically, I'll give you a demo or I mean end-to-end demo on what and how and what of Tableau, and we'll build some charts and dashboards, a dashboard basically on Tableau, and we'll understand why it is very important nowadays to have an understanding or hands-on experience in Tableau. So before I start with that. Let me just introduce myself. So my name is Akash Verma. I have more than 7 years of experience, mostly into data visualization, and uh, I'm a lead consultant. I've worked in various domains like retail and ONG and financial services. So yeah, I mean that is all that I would like to add here. Uh, am I audible, right? I'm not breaking for somebody.
No, Akash, you're audible.
No, it's good.
Awesome, thank you. So as I said, the agenda for today's demo will understand, like, before you go to any thing, right? We are learning anything or any technology or any tool or any concept. We should ask three questions to ourselves, like why we are understanding this, what is the use of that, and if that the first two answers are in favor, in positive, then you go and understand how I can implement or execute it and bring out the benefit of it, right? So understand the what, why, and how of Tableau, who should learn, and what is the scope and market fit and these things, and then we'll go to hands-on exercise. And the doubt session I've written at the end, but you can interrupt me in between, and if you don't understand or if I'm going too fast, you can stop me then and there, and then we can carry forward and clarify the doubts, right? I hope I'm clear on this. So before I move, I just want to understand few things. One second. I just Yeah. Can you? Okay, there is no chat. Okay. Oh, there is. One second. So can you just have it filled for me? I mean, just wanted to understand like the landscape of the current audience, so that I can build my pace, or I mean, definitely we'll go from basics, but just wanted to understand the gauge. That's it. If you can take few seconds and fill this up. Okay. So by the time you're filling, let me just and understand like give you an overview of like what and why and how of Tableau. So see, basically, when you go back in the era of the pure hard coding, like used to do, uh, I mean, when you are using only coding. So basically, Tableau is what? Tableau is a data visualization tool. Basically, you insert the data, ingest the data, and you drag and drop and use your analytical skills based on the problem statement and try to achieve insights from that, right? So uh, it's like you don't need to code anything. It's just that some of the logics that you want to achieve, like then you will use calculated fields or parameters, right? So in a very simplistic way, Tableau is a VI visualization tool wherein you don't need to be aware of the backend coding of the how the visualizations were made, but that can be achieved by using a drag and drop method, right? So that is like what is Tableau, and it gives you a lot of insights. So if you want to present to a wider audience, let's say you have a problem statement. I want to understand my sales of the company, right? My company sales. And let's say you are the CEO of that company, and you will not go and start diving into the data, right? You want a uber level understanding, like what's going inside my company, right? So you want to give them, you want to save their time because they have other intricacies or other important things to go on, right? So to offer them easiness or not complex things, so you will build a dashboard on top of it, and then they can look every day, or if it's a bi-weekly ask or a monthly ask based upon the problem statement, the requirement, you can tailor the dashboard, and they can look upon them, and then possibly take insights from out of it, right? Let's say the sales went down, then they can ask like why it went down, and then based on ad hoc analysis, we can produce like, okay, because of this feature on the product, or because of the so many customers going away, the sales went down. So the next question comes, why the customer went away? What was the reason? Maybe the discount was not offered, maybe something was not offered. So that level, we can go down, deep dive into that. So based on the requirement, you build a dashboard, basically who is your audience. So that is like what and the Tableau and why. So uh, I mean, uh, you all are comfortable in this, right? I'm not going too fast. Hello.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
fine.
perfectly fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So now, I mean, we understand and what and why and how the part is where the every question lies. Like how we'll understand, how we will go about it, what will be the methodology, to cater the need of learning Tableau, right? So as you can see here, the detail. I mean, this is a high level understanding of what topics and details we would be going through. So we understand the need of visualization. So in the first week, we will understand uh, what is the UI of the Tableau, the interface. What are the connector types? How many data types we can connect to? So and how we prepare data into this. We'll understand the whole landscape of Tableau. There are more into this, but this will give you just a higher level understanding, and we'll go, if according to the session, the interactivity will go deep dive into each of the sections, and then we build on top of that, like creating visualizations. Then we'll understand like what are dimensions, measures, and what aggregations we have, and then how to choose the right visualization. I mean, you cannot use everything everywhere, right? So there are set of let's say donut chart or pie chart. So recommended way is you shouldn't use pie chart if the dimension, if the categories are more than 5, right? So it should be limited to the fit of the visualization. So how to use the color and context filters, these filter types and parameters will see calculated field, and another will be creating a dashboard from scratch. Then we'll understand what is Tableau server, what is Tableau public, I mean the cloud one, and then we'll publish it, we'll share it across our batch. And uh, the most intricate or the most important part is storytelling. So there are, Tableau is, that's why Tableau, the USP of Tableau is that you can connect with n number of data. So what are the USPs? That one of the most important question is why Tableau is used much. First of all, it has more than 200 plus connectors, right? The second thing is easiness, the simplicity of the UI, right? The third thing is the storytelling that it provides. So without doing without further ado, let's start this. So once you have so by the way, if you want to practice, because we will need that initially. You can go and download a free trial of 14 days, and this is how from the Tableau site, and this is how the overall UI looks. So it's very simplistic, I would say. It's like the design of this has been kept as like the legacy applications like Excel and these stuff. So if you see, okay, I would take a pause, and if any question is there, please let me know. Anything till further we have discussed, whatever you can ask.
Yeah. So hi Akash.
Hello.
Morning, and thank you for the brief, intro of the agenda, like how things will move throughout the week. I just wanted to, as you said, the USP of Tableau. So so we know that Power BI is also there, right? So
Right.
so if any day, and Power BI is also a platform in which we can connect to any database, anything, right? And Tableau is also one. So why should one be not using Power BI, which is, since we all use Microsoft Excel?
Correct.
So it's
Correct.
kind of an extension of that, correct? And
Correct.
yeah, and there are so many updation which has happened of late on Microsoft Excel that it
Mhm.
is very easy to work on that extension and on Power BI. So why should one use Tableau and not Power BI?
Exactly. So, I mean, it's a very good question, because as a beginner or anybody should have this question. So, what visualization tool should I use? We have Power BI, we have Tableau, we have Looker, we have n number of other tools. So, I mean, let me give a answer in a way that it shouldn't sound that I'm categorizing some tool into something. But yes, it depends upon n number of things, right? So the first one is the client or the company which you are working in, the preference of that client, the client or the company, which tool they will use, right? Mostly they may use Power BI and they may use Tableau. So that is not in our hand, right? But Tableau, if you see, it has a lot of other performance wise as well, edge cases against Power BI. So here, if you load you know like let's say what I have worked with is like around 100 million or something rows. Tableau works seamlessly. If your RAM and PC, whatever is there, is if basically your machine, if it's capable, Tableau will handle it seamlessly because of the hyper engine that is there, right?
Okay. Okay.
And I think Power BI has some limitations, right? The thing is, the second thing is the UI. If you look, the perspective of the UI and the easiness with which you can achieve things here in Tableau may or may not be in Power BI, right? Because I love the visual, the visualization, the color, the effect part of Tableau. Power BI, it has a very congested tiles, and obviously it offers a great slicing and the dicing methods, filter and these things. But you will love the Tableau way of storytelling and using it seamlessly using it with Hyper Engine. That's again has changed the game for Tableau. It can process much more larger data sets with easiness. You can connect it to different, you can with PyTab, you can connect it to Python and then again use it, right? Yeah, so I mean, see, each tool has their own level of importance, but again, at the end, it boils down what is most widely used in market and what your client is preferring to use. I hope it answer.
Yes. So primarily it is on the client that what is the client's preference.
Not primarily, but that is but that is not in our hand. But the second part is the amount of data that it can process
And
with
handle.
ease.
Hmm.
That is exceptionally well,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And with Hyper Engine, it has again changed the game for Tableau.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
And if
So
you see
mention these are the 2
Tableau,
points.
yeah, and if you see Tableau is itself creating a universe of products. You have Tableau Prep,
Mm.
wherein you can take data from multiple data sources and create a single endpoint. So what I mean by single endpoint is, let's say you have orders data on SQL Server,
Hmm.
customer data on Teradata, and let's say shipping data, like let's say who shipped, who was the delivery, and who was the delivery agent, and these things on the different data source. Then in Tableau Prep, you can perform n number of union or join, and then create a single endpoint, and
Okay.
then you can feed into Tableau.
So if I talk about the application way, so you are saying this way. So if I
Mhm.
say the order data is in Oracle,
Mhm.
the shipping data is in SAP, and the
Mhm.
customer data is in Salesforce.
Mhm.
So we can integrate these things and like we can source it, like we can import the data in
Right,
Tableau
right.
from all these 3 sources, get an integrated report like with shipping information and like account data and maybe the order data, and together make only one single report, which is
Yeah, so
usually okay.
exactly, that is used by Tableau Prep. There is another product which is Tableau Prep, and that
Got it.
single endpoint can
Hmm.
be included in Tableau, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you can do it. You
Understood.
have
Understood.
the relationships in Tableau. You have join. You have blending. So I
Mhm.
mean, there are a lot of things that is good in
The
Tableau. And
options are myriad, like we have huge options of
right,
that way.
exactly.
Okay. Thank you, Akash. It answers my question.
No worries, no problem. Any other question, team?
Uh,
Yeah, hi. I have a question.
Akash, a
Uh,
quick one from me.
yeah,
Yeah, hi.
yeah. On the agenda, right? Would you also be covering LODs and stuff?
Obviously, I mean, see, without LODs, Tableau will be, you will not be able to perform most of the things. So we'll be
Yeah.
covering all the LODs, fix, we have fix LOD, then we have, the other stuffs that's those 3 LODs, right?
Yeah.
We will be covering all those things. We will be covering order of operations in Tableau, filter, then context filters. How do you create parameter? How you create dynamic, parameters. I mean, we will be covering whatever I have, achieved till or done till now. I'll be giving you all the inputs.
Yeah, actually, I'm currently working on Tableau, and that's where my pain point is, LODs. And also, I'll tell you the other pain point I have is the row level security. That's something that I've been struggling for the past couple of weeks, how to set that up. So I don't know if you'll probably add that also. I've been trying to read on that, like, trying to do some search, but I don't know if that would also be part of your agenda as well.
Okay,
Like,
so
how
you're
do you?
saying you're saying about today's agenda?
No, not today's agenda, but overall,
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
row level
So
security.
this is this is like high level what I have
Okay.
done. But yes, I can we can already include that, because I think without row level and the LODs, right, the fix
Yeah.
one include and these things,
Yeah.
it becomes very easy for us to work in Tableau.
Yep.
So for
Okay,
other
cool.
guys who is unaware of LODs, LOD is like a group by in Tableau. So that way you can understand as of now. Like in SQL, we have group by, same as well here. Yeah, I had, I think, another question as well.
Yes, Akash. So just a quick one. I'm an absolute beginner in Tableau. So as you mentioned, the 14-day trial period for Tableau course will be spanning over more than 6 weeks. So what are the options to use it after that download period is over for practice purpose?
Yeah, so see, there is Tableau Public as well, wherein you can practice. That is a web authoring tool. We'll see what Tableau Public is. But in case it will be great if you have if you re-download again and see if it lets you download again for again 14 days with another email ID and things. So we can go that way. If not, we'll use Tableau Public. At least that will be a good one to practice and be in touch with Tableau. And rest assured, beginners, everybody is a beginner on day one, and we'll go through it.
Perfect.
Is
Thank
that,
you, Akash.
does that answer?
Yes, it does.
Okay, thank you.
Akash,
So,
I have one question. Actually, I want to switch in the BI. Okay, so my question is for Tableau, if we learn, mostly I see that there is for Tableau requirement, mostly the experienced people only, they recruits only expect the only experienced person. So, if we learn the Tableau, then how we can show our experience, because as we are I am the totally beginner for the Tableau. So it is most important to have the experience on Tableau only.
yeah. So see, what you can do is, I was talking about Tableau Public, right? So let me see if I have Tableau Public, maybe this one. Yeah. So this is Tableau Public. So what if you see here, people create visualizations and their projects and publish it here, right? So see, there are two ways. As a beginner, what you can do is you can improve your repository, right? What in the repository, what I mean is you will get a space in Tableau Public, like Git. You have Git, right? So in wherein you push your codes and you maintain your repository. In Tableau Public, you can create your Tableau visualizations. You can take any data sets. By the way, Tableau has their own data sets like Superstore and World Indicators. You can prepare your own data dashboard and publish over there, right? And when you go on an interview, obviously you are going as a beginner, right? But you can say that, right? Like I am a beginner in and as a company perspective, like I haven't worked in a real based scenarios, but I have been doing creating my visualization or the repository from this day. You get votes and views here as well, right? So that will help you to at least set your foot in that arena or landscape. So
Yes.
and mhm.
Okay, so if on Tableau Publish we create our projects, and it is obviously it will be a dummy project or something for the practice purpose, and that would be considered by the interviewers.
Yeah, see, it will be a dummy project, but you can actually modify it in a way. So mostly you have seen, if you have watched anybody, if you have watched videos, they use only CSV files, right? Am I right?
Yeah,
I hope everybody agrees with that. They only
mostly
use,
Excel or CSV, I think.
right, right.
Yeah, mostly
What you
CSV.
can do, yeah, what you can do is, you can, let's say what I am going to show you today, and I'll show Snowflake and CSV both. So in Snowflake, you can create your own account. Already, I'm assuming that you have some background in SQL. You can create your own tables, right? So you will understand how you can connect to Tableau through Snowflake. I mean, you can connect Snowflake into Tableau, right? So people who are you are competing with will have only practiced with text or Microsoft Excel. Text is CSV basically, but you are practicing on these servers like Snowflake. If you have Amazon, you get Amazon 1 year free account, right? You can create S3. I mean, if it is not chargeable, I'm not sure of that S3 bucket, but maybe it's not chargeable. You can check that, and if it is, you can create your own database, and then you can plug it into Tableau, and then start visualizing it. That will give you an edge, because in real time scenario you will not get CSVs. That's for sure, because when you're dealing with millions and billions of rows, CSVs cannot handle. That's the fact that we all know. So you will have an edge, and then you can publish it on Tableau. You can create your own profile, and that will help. That helps actually.
Okay,
I
thanks.
hope that helps. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Akash.
Okay. So without a further ado, if there is no questions, we will understand the landscape. So if you see here, this is the Tableau. You can see discover. You can also go and check. Yeah, one of the most important thing is why Tableau is very important or very widely used. That I mean, just before I got a question, right? Why we should use Tableau? So you have a lot of good resource on Tableau, right? I'm not sure of Power BI much. I have used Power BI, but I'm not sure if it has a good, the documentation. It might have, because it's a Microsoft work, but you can find anything related to Tableau in here, in Tableau help, or you can just type whatever projects or whatever doubt you have, and it will give you a detailed summary of what it is. Right? So that is one of the another pro, or another usefulness of Tableau. Yeah. So so when you open Tableau, the first step that we should do is I mean, connect to the data. That's the by default that we should do, because we need data to analyze, right? So you have, as I was saying, it offers a wide variety of flavors of connectors. Connectors, what are connectors? So connectors are basically, if I say connectors, then I mean, just this, right? So you have Tableau here, and you have data sitting in servers, right? Any server might be, or any Excel or anything, right? But your data is here, your server is here. How are you going to connect this to, right? So this is used is connected by using connectors. Now, what are connectors? Basically, these which are mentioned, like the file types, basically. So you have a Tableau server and Tableau, and then to a file. We'll understand what Tableau server is in a later part. Let's deal with file. So as I was saying that mostly people use CSVs and my Excel file. you see, you have a file. So this is Excel. This is text file is CSV. If you open more, you will if you have any other file, let's say RAR file or PAK file, so you can don't get intimidated, guys, because of the file names that I'm saying. BAK file is basically a Tableau file is used by them. So uh, so we have Microsoft Excel, then CSV, JSON, Access, PDF, a spatial file. A spatial file is like geolocation. For that we have those kind of file, and a statistical file. We can connect them. But our agenda today is not. I mean, we'll see this, but the first one is to a server. So if you just hit this more icon, you will see uh, a lot of connectors. You have, I mean, you name it. The common ones, Amazon, you can connect Athena S3 from here. You have Synapse Analytics, Azure. I mean, you can check it out, and it's a lot. And we have additional connectors as well. You have SharePoint. You can connect, Google Sheet and then use it. If in case if you do not have these connectors here available here, you can definitely use JDBC and ODBC connectors. So ODBC and JDBCs are Java development toolkits, and you can I mean, we'll not go into that because that's all another type of linkage that we have. So if in any case you don't have any server available here, you can ask the client what is the ODBC connector or the JDBC connector. You can they will get you installed into your Tableau, and then you will be able to connect, right? Now, without further ado, because it will take some time, so we'll connect to Snowflake. So what I have done as part of here is, I have created a trial account in Snowflake. So and you will get you can query, you can create your own database. That's basically it's your user account. So similarly, the companies will have their own account. Agree?
Yes.
They will have their own account. They will have their own databases. They will have their own warehouses, right?
Right.
So similarly, we want to get a feel of how I will be working in company scenario, right? So the only difference is here you are admin. There you will have to raise access, and the admin will be some other XYZ person. So to connect to Snowflake, we just just click on this, and let's not. This is my server basically, and you can go to admin, then accounts, and then click on this link, all right, and then give a server. So it asks for what? It asks you a server name, a role, which is optional. You don't want to, it's if you don't give also, it's fine. Then authentication. So here you will find three types of authentication, like authoring, like if you're if you're already a member in Tableau server of that particular company, then you can you will get because that is the third party authentication. Then again, Okta is also a third party. If you don't want to enter user and password and again, you can just click sign in using OAuth and this. But I haven't set it up as of now for my Tableau for Tableau. So I'll be using username and password. Yeah, can we go on mute? I mean, if possible. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry, I muted you, but okay. So okay, so till now no questions, right? Like how am I connecting and how I took the Snowflake server name?
No.
Okay. So this is my username by which I have created the Snowflake account. Now I'll give my password. And just tell me, guys, if I'm going too fast or then I'll just hold myself. So the moment you connect, you enter into another different section of the UI, which is called data source, right? So data source will tell you like what all connections Tableau has established with the servers, right? If it is so here we're seeing Snowflake. If it was Excel, you will see Excel. If it was Google Drive, then it will see the Google Sheet or whatever it is. So you will see the name of them. You can definitely add another connections as well. You can just click on add and then select any file, right? For simplicity, I'm not using any other connector as of now. We'll go through this. Now, one thing that if you notice, you will get a warehouse and database option. So it says warehouse is optional, but so you understand, right? Like you have a server, and inside the server, you will have n number of warehouses, right? So as of now, with me, I have only this warehouse, and in a company, you will have n number of you can have n number of warehouses. Now under that warehouse, right? So we will have different databases. Like I have created Learning and Tableau. These two you get when you sign up for Tableau, a trial period, you get it for embedded into it. By default, it will be there, but Learning and Tableau have created. So let's go to sample Snowflake sample data, because that's where we have data available. Now, once we have the database selected, we will go to select the schema. I hope it is familiar to everybody. We can take anything, but we'll take TS5 because this is where I found the data is a bit good. So yeah, so this is this is how now you see the tables, all tables which are under schema. This one, if I go on this thing, data sample data, I chose 100 and tables. See, these all tables are available on here in here, right? So this is the connection has been set up, right? Now the second question is how do you now how do you bring this data here, right? So let's just try. Let's be very beginner, or and let's try if this comes. So you saw, right? It's very easy. It's a drag and drop. You just took the orders and it came here, right? So now you see the moment the orders came here into the data pane, you will see that you have n number of options available now. The moment you remove it, everything will go away. Okay. So in CSVs, also in YouTube videos, you are familiar that they drag and drop this thing, right? But we will query through SQL. How we are going to do, right? Now we want to query from Snowflake or orders table, let's say. So what we'll do, select star from, we'll have to give the whole table name, right? So what I can do is I can go to worksheet. I can open a worksheet, SQL worksheet, and then go to Tableau, 100 tables, orders. One second, guys. Orders, place name is SQL editor, Snowflake data. Okay, in companies I have seen wherein you just write orders and it will work, right? But it will show you invalid table name because the table here, that is alias. The table here is this one. So we'll have to take because the actual name is not this one, so actual name is this one. And then if we just hit enter, the SQL will run, and this is fetching data from the Snowflake, and then you are seeing this. So far so clear? Any confusion, anything?
Akash, there's no confusion. So in like we can drag and drop as well, right? So why did you go through the custom SQL
Exactly. So that's the question that I wanted to hear because so what if you see the name itself, custom SQL, right? So I'll just edit it. So I took everything from here, right? Let's say I only want to visualize only 2 columns, or that's very not ideal case, but let's say it has 300 columns, the orders table, but all the columns are not useful for me, correct? So
Okay, got
then
it.
you can tailor it here,
Here,
custom SQL, and then you can process it.
understood.
And you can play with this custom SQL. See, here you will not get much of the drag and drop will not give you much flexibility. The custom SQL will give you a lot of edge over this. You can play around. You can.
So, another question which came to my mind is, so when we are doing through new custom SQL, this thing, so then we perhaps can do the SQL queries as well, like joins, and also we can join 2 tables that way. That's also possible.
Exactly.
Got
That's
it.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I've said. Like it gives you an edge. You can in left join you can create a view inside of it. Uh, I mean, if you say create table or something, it will not take. It will give you error. But if you have created, if you like select star and inner join on this, it will work. It will work.
Understood. Clear. Thank you.
That's why custom SQLs are widely used in corporate sectors now, because we all know that CSV is not ideal case. The data is not sitting somewhere one in one table. We'll have to use another tables, right? So that is the whole role of custom SQL. Now, with no question here, I would you can rename this here. You can rename here, right? You can give whatever name you want to. Let's say uh, demo, right? And it will get renamed or anywhere here. Now I'm not going through all this. So you saw what edit custom SQL query can do. You can, let's say I just want top 10, and you can edit and you can rerun it. It will give you only 10 rows, right? And now, so that's the edit functionality. Remove, it will remove the data. If I just remove, it will remove it, right? Then again, I'll have to write, okay. Now I can rename from here. I can rename from here. I know this is not very important, but just for the sanity check, we should be doing Snowflake orders demo. Okay. Now, the most important and critical part here is this section and this section. All right. We'll understand. So the moment I drag this pill here, you saw see live and extract connection, right? So any idea like what is live and extract? I mean, I'll give you an answer. I'll definitely go through it, but I just want to understand from the audience. Okay, no problem. So see, here live means, it's directly connecting to so each time if I do any operation, it will directly query the database, right? I mean, did you get this point? Is this point clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what live does is with the connection, with the help of the connection, it will every time query the database, right? So there will be okay. I'll ask this question at the end. So this live is clear. Now extract. So when you click extract, you'll see extract will contain all data, and this one option that came. So remember, I was talking about when I was giving the distinction between why Tableau is used more and Power BI. I spoke about Hyper Engine. If you remember, I discussed Tableau Hyper Engine. So what Tableau? So this extract is what it does is, let's say, let's understand like this. So what is live connection? Live connection is like, I'm not working. I'm asking my father every time money, like, please give me 10 rupees, please give me 100 rupees. I need to go somewhere or whatever it is, right? So that in that way, there will be some delay, right? Agree? Now in extract, what happens is I am earning, I have my money in my pocket or the UPI everywhere. I can pay, I can go, I don't need to ask anybody or any person. And I can go and spend on whatever I want to. Obviously, that's financial part as well, but let's keep it that. So extract will happen a bit faster than live. Agree with this statement?
Yes.
That happens, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I still
Because
ask my money from my father, but I just gave this example.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry, I just cut you off. Hello. I think it was Mona Lisa or somebody who was just speaking, but I just cut it off. I'm sorry.
no,
If you
I
can.
acknowledged it. So
Okay,
I was not
okay,
saying
okay,
anything. Yeah.
okay, okay, fine. So the moment you this extract, so what it will do is it will it will fetch the data from Snowflake and it will keep in its memory. That memory is HyperEngine. Okay. So HyperEngine, let me if that is not clear or anybody has, like, we have uh, I would not say fresher, but I know new members in Tableau community. So I'll just take okay. So this okay. So live here you're directly querying every time. It will be easier here. Live, right? This is server, or let's say here it's a live connection. So it's going like this, Tableau live server, then it will have delay, right? But let's say if it is embedded, if it is there in Tableau itself, Tableau, all the data sit in Tableau memory, right? It will be faster, correct? So I hope this, I mean, this will be clear, I guess. And then in extract, you can obviously edit, what type of you can filter the data. Let's say I added here a filter as in, what is a filter basically? So in filter, what you do, you keep unnecessary things away and you just fetch those things which are useful for you, right? So let's say I am filtering data on based of order date, and I'll choose year. It will give me it. So you see the delay, right? It will fetch all the years which are available in the data. And if, let's say, I just want to keep only 1996, 1997, 1998 data, okay, and just filter, okay. There are other values also, but let me just keep this thing as well, because this will have an incremental refresh. Extract has two types of refreshes, incremental and non-incremental. I mean, I'll get into that because it will confuse you. So I just do this, right? And you see, till now the extract has not been done, right? Before we go into the extract, okay, let's go to extract first. So the moment you enter into any sheet, so what I did, I just, okay, 1 second. Extract, I will go to extract, go to edit. I just want to filter for these three data, right? Okay. So till now the extract has not been done, and you see extract will contain subset of data. Why subset? Because we have taken 96, 97, 98 data. Now the moment I go click on this sheet, it will ask you for, see, Tableau data extract. This is where it is storing its data in the memory. So in my Tableau repository in data source, right? Where will be my Tableau repository? let me just click this here. In documents, you will see my Tableau repository and you will see data sources. So when you download Tableau, right, this will be created by default. Okay. Now I'll have to go again, extract data. I already have this filter. Then edit it. 1 second, edit. Okay. Now this, then this. It will give me Snowflake order data because remember I renamed it the data source as this, right? Now it will save at HyperEngine and save it. Now you will see a pop-up will come. Now it says creating extract database. I know guys that it will be slightly overwhelming for some few of us. It was for me as well initially, but believe me, we'll have it sorted. Everything we'll go through in detail. We'll practice in detail. Okay. Okay, now tell me just a quick question. Which one is faster, live or extract?
Is it
Anybody?
live? Is it live?
Extract is faster.
Extract would be faster.
And what
That's
will be the reason?
because it's
Because
downloading
it
from
is
the local
readily
Yeah.
available
database
now.
So we have, yeah, it's available locally, so we can
locally. Yeah.
see that.
Awesome, guys. It tells like at least you are attentive.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
and a quick one here. And
Yeah.
so as we know now, the extract is faster, and as we see, the extract is also taking some time to download. So on the other side, if live is slower than extract, what is the magnitude of that slowness? Is it in seconds? Is it in minutes?
No, you will find it. So when you deal with like, see, it's taking the time now, right? It's taking the
Mhm.
right now because just like giving you an analogy. People take time to earn, right? So that they don't have to ask money. So
Right.
that's the time it's taking. But live will be, you will get in between. When you ask the data, it will be available sooner, right? When
Mhm.
the number of rows increases, so you see it gives you the number of rows also.
Right.
And it depends again like what type of visualization you're using. Let's say you're using gauge chart and very heavy charts, right? Date
Mhm.
filters and dimension filters, those filters, I mean like heavy things or heavy operations you're doing. Then that time you will feel that why I have used live, I should have gone for extract. Because people they don't have patience, and then like this it's going right, creating
Mhm.
extract. There are times
Mhm.
where we have sat for like 25-30 minutes just for creating the extract.
Okay.
Okay.
And additional one. So when you created this extract, are you extracting the whole set of tables in that database, or
No,
is it
only
any
orders table,
Oh, okay.
only, and then we have a subset of 96, 97, 98. No, I mean I'm talking about year.
Okay. Okay.
So you see, I mean only those 4, 96, 97, three years has these many data, and we are talking about billions, millions of data. Because if orders table, right, retail segment has a lot
Right.
of volumes going in and out, even financial, the transaction and these things. Now let me tell you, it's not that only extract is always good. So there are scenarios wherein you have to use live only. Can anyone of you think of that kind of scenario and let me understand, like, okay, you are getting the feel of Tableau, or even it's not related to Tableau, it's related to only analytical thinking. I'm not going to judge anyone because, and don't judge me as well. We will collaborate and we'll learn. There are many things that I don't know. There are many things that you may not know. We'll do that way. But just let me know, like, what are the scenarios we will use live and in an extract. Till the time it's importing, we can talk about this. Anybody.
Yeah, actually, in my case, right, because I said live earlier because the data that I work with, of course, I work with Snowflake as well, but there is some data that's sitting on one box, right? So I find like, pulling the data from putting like, if I want to see if the data is getting refreshed and my calculations are working correctly, then I usually do a live connection, yeah, rather than extract. Yeah, so just varies, right, as you mentioned on the situation. Yeah.
Okay. Where so, I mean, see, this is what an insight you will get when you interact with people. So very well said. Any other point from anybody?
Akash, is it when we use any sensitive data so that we will not be able to store it or something like that? We use live connection.
Could be. I mean, I'm just asking a question. I'll let you know.
Okay.
What I mean, what you said is also almost right. Yeah. Any other way? If not, I'll chime in. So see, guys. There is things, right, like OLAP and OLTP. So there are processes wherein, let's say you're analyzing, I'm giving a use case, and let me know which connection type you will use. Okay. The first thing, I want to understand, I'm an intraday trader of a stocks, and I want to understand for each minute or each second, what was the price of the stocks, whether it went up or whether it went down. What will you use, live or extract?
Live.
Yeah, live in that case.
Yeah.
Right. See, though the volume of the data is huge, still we are using live because the use case is like that. Correct? Clear? Now, I'm asking, I'm just giving a use case again that let's say I just want to do a descriptive analysis of the past sales, right? And that is not needed, like, I'm just doing historical or T-1. T-1 means yesterday, till yesterday I am fetching the data, I'm doing the analysis or making the report. Then what makes sense? Obviously extract makes sense, right? Because every day you don't have to reload the data. Correct? Right, because the data set will be huge, right? Because you are going, like, let's say 10 years past data, and then you are again fetching the data every day. That is, and if you have worked in Snowflake, it costs you per a minute, per second, and also on the volume of the data that you are querying. I mean, inbound and outbound. I mean, let it go if that does not sync. But I think we understand what that means. Now, coming to the point, you see, we got the data, Snowflake order demo, right? This is our data source, and you see this symbol. This is like extract, and this is very intuitive from your database. Now it is into the Tableau database. You see the arrow from, you have two data, data warehouse or database, and then it is showing here. So this shows this is extract. This is also a question in interview. Like, can you tell me whether it is extract or live connection? They'll just give you this blank space, and then this is your hint to say that this is extract. Now, if that is uh, absorbed, then this is the interface that you get. So you get two panes here, data and analytics pane. In data pane, you will have your data here, right? And in analytics, what you will have is the data science part. I mean, we have visualization, BI intelligence part is different, and data science part is different, right? Wherein we deal with statistical analysis, like we do box plotting, and what all things we do, regression and trend line, forecast, cluster, these things that we can do, right? We'll see all this, guys. I mean, we talk about row level security as well, but we nobody mentions about this, but this will be highly used in your work work life. Now, coming to data point, you have I mean, this is all understood, right? I mean, this is what we see in every tool. Excel also have the same thing, and different tools has the same thing. So here you see that data has been divided into two clusters or two different sectors. So this is, you see, and the color also is different. I am not sure if it is visible. It's very minute for me as well, but you can see the right, these colors. You can differentiate the color, right?
The icons and the text are in different colors. That is what you meaning?
Yeah. See, you see, the clerk is in blue pill. That pill is blue, and this is green, right?
Yeah.
So why it is green and in blue? Why this is blue and why this is green? So this is to differentiate between two things. So see, you have fact table and dimension table, right? In SQL. Here also you have dimension and measures. I mean measures, right? What are dimensions? Anybody, if you can give your input, what are dimensions? Okay, no problem. So dimensions are basically a qualitative, qualitative measure, you can say. I mean, I would not use the word measure because it will confuse you again. Qualitative categorical variables or qualitative variables. Let's say like orders, like we have here order status, right? What a status can be? It can be fulfilled, processed, or declined, right? So it is a categorical variables wherein you can dissect or use it as a filter to dissect your data, right? So that is in that is, this part is dimensions, this is variable measures. Now this blue and green is, blue is basically it is discrete variable, and green is continuous variable. The classic example of discrete is what? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as a whole, right? That is discrete. Now continuous is what? It's like time, 1, 1.5, 1.005, and this like this, right? So that is continuous. So if you that is the blue and green differentiation. So that is the question again. What is in Tableau? What does blue pill signifies? So the answer is it is a discrete variable. Okay, a measure can be discrete and continuous. A dimension can be discrete and it can be converted into continuous, right? I'll take a pause again because these are the questions, guys, this which is asked in Tableau Desktop Specialist exam. And I didn't tell you, but I am a certified Tableau desktop specialist. I scored around 990 or something like that, out of 1,000. So these are the questions that will be there. More into theoretical questions will be there. Now let's go and build something. So here you have data source. You see here like sheet 1. So this one is sheet for new worksheet. This is for dashboard, and this is for story. So how? One second. I'll just delete it. So just tell me yes or no. A dashboard can have multiple sheets. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I hope it's not boring session. I am trying to, make it more interactive. And if you feel it's less, then please let me know. I mean, feedback is important, and I'll keep rolling on like that. Okay. So very well said. Whoever answered the question, I'm sorry, I am not able to remember the name, or because I have hidden the chat part. So a workbook, a dashboard can have multiple worksheets. Now, a workbook can have multiple dashboards. What I'm saying is this dashboard, dashboard 2, sorry, not this, dashboard 2, dashboard 3, dashboard 4, right? And this is my whole workbook. So how it goes is you have a Tableau workbook, right? You can have multiple dashboards, in here, right? And each dashboard, if you just zoom a bit, each dashboard can have multiple worksheets. Okay, so this is very important. Workbook is a single entity wherein you can have multiple dashboards, and one dashboard can have multiple worksheets. Okay. Oh, what did I open? Now sheet 1. Let's go and check few things, right? Let's say a case study as in I want to, so this is our data set. I am your client and I'm saying, hey, could you please build me a dashboard wherein I would see who ordered, like the customer key, what is the order key, what is the ship priority, and what is the order status, what was the order date, and then what was the total price or who processed it, right? So what I'll do is, let's say who processed the order, right? What I'll do, let's check it. So if I do order date, right, I did just have 96, 96, 97, 8, but this is year, right? I can just click on this, and here you will see standard Georgian and ISO beak waste, right? Standard Georgian, we all know the Georgian calendar. ISO is a bit tweaked calendar wherein you can change, like, the week you want to see, how you want to see the week, and these things. I mean, in Georgian also you can see, but let's keep it very simple today. And I'll just go and click on, and you see, right, discrete, right? Why it is discrete? Because it is, you see this pill, right? This is what? This is date or calendar. So this signifies as date. Before that, guys, I just forgot this. This pane, right? So you can clean the data, or you can change the data types here as well. So you see, this is measure. I mean, if you click this, it is number. The data type is number, right? This is integer or string. Sorry, string. This is again integer or a number. This is calendar, which means date. So here also you can see what data types you have. And if you update now, you will see the data here, right? I am going from very, very basic because we have mixed audience. So please pardon me for that. You can clean the data as well. You can sort your data here also and see it, like what kind of data you have. Like you can sort the data, you can sort the total price, see it's descending, I mean increasing orders. You can, so what is the highest order price, you can see here. What are the orders, the status types, you can see here, F and O, and these things will be there. Now you can clean the data also here. So let's say here, right, let's take this. Here you see that designation also is here, right? Designation and the employee code, you can say. This is the last part, is the employee code. I mean, this we can think like who processed the order. The clerk, maybe basically who was scanning in our supermarkets, right? who was scanning. So that is this guy, right? Is it clear till now?
Yeah, yes, Akash.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So I don't want to see both these two things here. I want the designation in a separate column and the employee ID in a separate column. What I would do. So in SQL terms, what you would do? Can I have a bit of answers here? Like what you would do to have two columns out of it, derive a column out of it. Split command, we can do split. I mean in Excel, substring we can do here. So to do that, what I would do is, let's go here and see in this arrow, you can see that a lot of things, a lot of drop downs you have. You have rename, you have copy values, hide aliases, you can give a name, calculated field, create a group, split, custom split, describe. If you just do describe, it will give you like, see the level. Why, this is the beauty of Tableau. So what is the role? Discrete dimension, type, database column, remote, what it is, how it is coming from, like what is the remote column name, remote type, this is the character string, contains null, no, there is no null, right? Sort flags, case sensitive, column width unknown, status valid. So it will give you a lot of insights. That's the, okay, I did copy. So this is that's the power of Tableau, which is available within a click. And people say, Tableau is a drag and drop. What? That is very easy. Believe me, it's not easy. It's has its worth learning. So you have two options to create: split and custom split, right? You can do the split, and by itself, okay, by itself, see, it has created its own splitting method. Like, it has taken the common things, what all are common, and it has just kept the last one, right? So this is automatic. I can delete it because that was derived. You got what that did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now custom split will be, you can use, it is a like personalized one. You can use the separator. So separator here is hash. I'm just taking all the last three values. So, I mean, all the values after this. So you have split off. So it will give you first, I mean, the clerk part only, right? I'll use this, and number of columns that you want to do. Or if I just give two, see what it will do is, it has given split one, split two. Update now, clerk, and this is different. Okay, so you have a designation and a employee name here. You can rename, very well rename it as designation, rename it with employee code.
Here, when we do a refresh of data, does it still remember the split and give us an update automatically, or it just removes these new columns?
It will see. So what we will do, I'll take the whole data. That will be again be a refresh.
Yes.
Let's say, let's check this. Use all. I have taken all. Okay, right? See, designation and employee, and update automatically. If I hit, it will be there. It has all the
super.
11 fields and these many rows, right? Because this is see why it will be there, because the formula that you're entering now is after the extract filter.
Okay.
So when you go order of operations or filters, the first thing that will be executed is extract filter. So this filter is different and this filter is different. This is extract filter. So that will be done first. Then this filter will come, data filter. Then you have dimension filter, measure filters, LODs, and these. I will talk about it. Just you asked this question, that's why I'm going through it. Otherwise, it will be very overwhelming for others. But very well said. This is the doubt that I get often, and thanks for asking. So again, if I hit, it will again create this extract because the data is refreshed, right? Correct. So again, I'll have to assume.
So, Kash, if this is live connection.
Okay, wait. Let's do that. Yeah. Go to this. Let's do live itself. Okay. Now, live will have this. Okay. This symbol. I hope you have got clarity till now. Now, exact date I'll do. And you see, when I do exact date, it turns it to be continuous because it is continuous, but I'll translate it to discrete. So it will give me all the, serial wise date. Correct. And I can very well use year, and it will give me this year. It depends upon your use case, right? Let's say I say that my clerks, like in which year, how many orders they have published. I think in this database only clerk is there. So that, yeah, just a information here. So I showed here in Tableau that how to connect Snowflake and this. So here the data is it's not that good for Tableau. So what we will do is, for next class, that is today, we'll practice on CSV. By the time I will be inserting tables into Snowflake. Okay, then we can use the Snowflake directly here because it will take some time for me to write the SQL insert commands, and then we will do it. I hope that is fine because I wanted to give the feel, because I've missed this in my trainings as well initially, because people work on CSV and then they have to deal with Snowflake or some other connector, and that is very hectic for a newbie to start with. Now you have a clerk, all the clerk here, you have year, and I just want to see what is the total order price that they have done. I will just drag and drop here or here as well. That is not an issue. Now see, live is again querying it, right? You see this? And the query time is will be slightly greater than the extract ones. Correct. So still processing. I mean, we should have directly used the data filter itself, but okay, fine. I wanted to show a few of the dashboards, but let's see. Okay, I'll just give you this thing. You see, right? Here, we will try to, 1 second.
Will you be sharing the link from where we can download?
Yeah, definitely. That is okay.
So that we can also practice before tomorrow's class and have a kind of a, feel of the application.
Exactly. So I'm just opening what kind of level that we are looking for. We'll take this class too. I'll just show it to you all. See, we will be able to, by the end of the class, this whole program, I would call it as program, we will be able to make this kind of dashboards. Okay, wherein this is a sample superstore data. Remember, I was talking about, Tableau has their own data set, the superstore. We will be able to make these type of dashboards, right? And
And
uh,
these will be dynamic ones, right?
yeah, everything is dynamic.
Okay.
See, if you just choose here, let's say, what to like central. I mean, there are many ways that we can do this. Values drop down, central, west, right? And overview, if you see, if I just click on this, see only which kind of state is this? Regina. So this only this will be, this is the province, this is the state of province. I can't pronounce this. If anybody is able to, please tell this what it is. But that is this is how interactivity will be there. This will be the level of interactivity that we are looking for. Okay, that was Canada. Okay, fine. That's what. Okay, so this is Texas, right? You see the overall. So this is like executive overview, profitability. What is the profitability overall? Then will go to products. If I drill down is, so if you see just selected this furniture, this you see consumer, what was the furnishing, what was the product, everything. This is dynamic. So rest assured, without dynamicity, dashboard is nothing. Is nothing, right? So when you do sum total, and one of the beautiful thing is that show me feature in Tableau. So if I just want to understand, the, let's say, this bar graph, you can, it will give you like what do you need, what type of dimensions, or how many dimensions you need to make that chart. Let's say this one, right? This is horizontal bar. You see dimensions and measures, we need 0 dimensions. One or more measures will be able to make this bar chart, right? So we'll go through all this. I think this is, we are almost at time. I'll just take few minutes and moments to gather your general issues or notes or topics that you want to discuss. And for any other contacts, you can contact Tanveer sir, and on this number. I know you all have his number, but I just kept it here. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Anita, do you have any questions?
Thanks. Yeah. So actually, my question goes back to that discrete and continuous. So as you mentioned, right, it could be a dimension or it could be a measure. So it dimension can be a discrete or continuous and vice versa, right? And that's applicable for, so when you were doing that chart where you had that year thing, that column chart, right, it showed as a continuous, and then you converted that into year and it showed discrete. So my pain point is always like, because sometimes you're doing your calculations, like how do you decide how, like when to make it a discrete versus continuous? Because for me it's more like a trial and error thing, whatever works, and then I'm like, okay, it's working now. Because I usually switch between continuous and discrete. So yeah, but I don't have a solid understanding on how this thing actually works.
I clearly understand your question. Now this is the one of the pain points that I have gone through, everybody goes through, because sometimes that works and this does not work. So what I do, so it's depending upon the use case. I wanted to show you the data, the capability, the discrete data. With that here, what was this? If I want to just visualize, this is a data table, right? Data table. Let me first of all, reduce the filter first. It's very huge, so I'm unable to show what exactly that was. It taking a lot of time to process. Let's say 1998 only. Okay.
Sorry for the interruption, Akash. Like I have another session, so I have to drop. So just wanted to highlight and thanks everyone for joining this session. I will share the recording in the group. I think in another 2 to 3 hours. And those who wants to continue like the session, you all know like it is weekend, Saturday, Sunday, morning 8 to 9:30, right? So you can connect with me or Firdaus, or you all are there in the group. You can connect with any admin. Okay. So fine then, Akash, I will drop. You can continue. Is that fine?
Sure.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. So see, remember, see, just now it changed, right? So bar chart is what? It is continuous, right?
Okay.
Right. So it has to be, changed into continuous. If I just make it to discrete, just see what will happen. We will not have chart, because what is, let's say, just the normal example, what is a line? It is a collection of dots, right? I mean, a dot is what a line is. I mean, if you just go into, if you disintegrate it, you will find only dots. So that's why you are not able to find the chart now. But if you just see, it's showing only data table will be able to do, or this graph will be able to do, because Gantt chart and data table are discrete.
Okay. So wherever you're dealing with numbers, it's more like a discrete thing than you're saying.
Yeah,
Is that...
yeah. I mean, again, it depends upon what you want to showcase or what your user wants to see. If they want to see data table, you have to give the data table. And if they want to see bar chart, because bar chart is more, visually appealing, and it gives a sense like what it is, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I hope that answers.
Yeah, I think it's also comes with practice, or like, yeah, like as you said, right? And like your use case, what use case you're working on. Yeah. So for me, I'm usually like, just switching between discrete and continuous, and as long as I get the result, then I'm okay. But then as I said, right, discrete, that data table is more like a discrete, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And right now you're seeing just colors, because I just put sum total into colors. If I
Yeah.
just put into labels, it will give me all the values. So we'll deal with all this, and I'll go super easy or super slow. I mean, slow as in not very like a sloth, but
Yeah. Okay.
definitely in a better way, and catering all of us.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, any other questions? And then if not, we will close. I'm just stopping my
I have a question, Akash. So when we went to the live version, so extract, for example, we wanted to bifurcate the clerk column had the number, and that, so we could, the text and number, we separated it out in the extract. So similarly, we can do it in the live also, because the live is we are connected to an online server, which is not local, right? And there, if we refresh, because you showed that in extract, when we refresh, we don't lose on this editing that we've already done in our database. But does this also happen in case of the live data, or there it overwrites?
So let me understand it clearly. What you're saying is the splitting of the column,
Yes,
right?
splitting of the column, right?
Which I did in which I did in extract. Will that be done? Can be done in live or not?
Yes.
The answer is it can be done, because it's not related to live or extract.
Okay.
It's the transformation that you are doing to the data.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Understood.
And yeah, the transformation is nothing related to the type of connection you have built.
Okay. Okay.
Correct.
Got
So
it.
we will go through, I mean, very well points. I mean, these kind of questions, we should have, guys, because,
Because see, I'm a beginner, and hence I like these queries are coming up, and so that
no worries. I mean, see, with your queries, I'll also learn, and these are very well points. Like, that's how problem solving mentality is. Like, you take the fundamental problem, the basic, right, zero rule, that why is this, why not, why this, will it work in this scenario, will that work in that scenario. I mean, I agree, I completely agree. That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, and everybody is a beginner. Uh, we'll move forward, and we'll have a lot of grasp, that I can assure you.
Just looking
Okay.
forward to that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Is there any question, team, or shall we wrap up?
One last from me. So about the download, should we be downloading Snowflake as well, or you will provide some guidelines?
So Snowflake, you don't need to download. It's a cloud-based technology. Let me share my screen. Let me know if that is visible to you all.
Yes, it is.
So you just have to write Snowflake, right? And it's a cloud technology. I'm using here. It's a cloud technology. Snowflake.
Okay, makes sense.
Right, and you can sign it up for that, and then you can make account. It does not ask for any credit card or something. It does not say that. You can create that and have it. Let me give you Tableau desktop. Okay. Download Tableau. A free trial. Download free trial. You will see. Okay. I'm just publishing it in chat. Why this is coming up? Okay. You can download it from here. Snowflake, you can just Google it. And that will be it. That's not an issue. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I've given you the Tableau, you can download it from there, and you can make an account on Snowflake. That is for 30 days. Okay. Okay, then I, will see you on next class, next session, and we'll build on top of that. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for today. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.